Today, I want to talk about how to dress for Catholic Mass, what is appropriate, what's inappropriate, different customs that you can do, and also how to modify outfits to make them appropriate for church. The first thing that I want to talk about is the mindset behind dressing for church. When you go to church on Sunday, you are going to see Jesus Christ. You are going to be in his physical presence through the Eucharist. Because of that, you want to look your best. It's important. If you were going to see the President of the United States, you would dress nice for it. If you were going to someone's wedding, you would dress nice for it. You were going to see the king or queen or another country, you would dress nice for it. You should want to dress nice for the King of Kings. You should want to look good for Jesus Christ. The intention is that when you're getting dressed for church, you are going to meet Jesus. If you knew that tomorrow you were getting invited to a dinner party with Jesus, you would look nice for Jesus. It's not for materialistic reasons. It's because when we dress up, we're honoring the people that we're dressing up for. You would not show up to someone's wedding in sweatpants and a t-shirt because it would be disrespectful to them. It's a momentous occasion to go to someone's wedding. It's a big life event for them. So you want to dress like it's a big deal. It's a big life event. You want to look your best to honor that person. Well, the same intention or more should go to going to see the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, your creator, your savior on Sunday. I definitely have grown a lot in the way that I dress for church. I didn't always dress up for church, but I just noticed such a big shift. I made the intention about 3 years ago to start wearing dresses to church every Sunday. I had seen a Catholic influencer talk about how she dressed for church and how she always wore dresses. She never wore pants. Wearing pants to Catholic Mass is considered perfectly okay. There's no rule in the Catholic Church about not wearing pants as a woman to church. But I do have to say there's something to be said about wearing a dress. Of course, if you were gonna go to see the King of England, more than likely you'd be wearing a dress. There is something so beautiful and feminine about dresses, and also honestly, dresses are the easiest way to get dressed, and for me, especially as a postpartum mom, nothing is more flattering on me than a dress. I think dresses are so flattering, and you can find really affordable dresses. On my TikTok, I did a whole series of finding dresses that worked for my postpartum body that were affordable because I'm a stay-at-home mom. We don't have a crazy big budget for clothing. I really didn't even want to spend any money on clothes, but I had gotten to the point where I was just tired of not fitting in anything and being uncomfortable in my clothing, so we had to make a little room in the budget for clothing, and I found a bunch of things that worked, including this dress. This is a $10 dress from Walmart that I love. It's super comfortable and flattering, great for mom life, and also works for church. You don't have to spend a lot of money to look nice for church. You just need to have the right elements to your outfit. And I do believe wearing dresses is the right thing to do as a woman, and I find I will put money down that if you started doing it, you would notice a big difference in yourself too. My rules for the dresses that I wear for church: one, I always have my shoulders covered. This dress obviously wouldn't work for church on Sunday, but thankfully there are clothing that you can modify. I would just throw a little cardigan on to make this work for church, and now I am perfectly church appropriate. I always want to have my shoulders covered. People have different rules. I've heard women say you need to have your elbows covered, but for me, my biggest thing is I just don't want to have exposed shoulders. So I have some dresses that are short sleeve that I will wear. I always have my shoulders covered. That's my number one rule. I wear dresses. That's my number two rule. The dresses, I like to come at least to my knee. I have a few dresses that come to the top of my knee or just above my knee, but you really want it as close to your knee or past your knee as possible. There's always flexibility. There's a few dresses that I have that I find work. They're still long enough. The biggest thing is you want to be able to bend down, especially as a mom. You want to be able to bend down, genuflect, be reverent, and not be showing anything to anyone that you would not want to be showing. For me, that's my biggest thing. I always have my dresses to my knees or longer, and honestly, the longer the dress, the more comfortable it is and the more freedom you have to move around. So I really enjoy a nice long dress, and I have a few dresses that I'll be sharing that are long and very affordable that I've been wearing a lot. My next rule for dressing for church is you never want to show cleavage. This is something that I felt convicted on a long time ago, that I did not want to show cleavage anymore. I never wanted any chance of showing cleavage. I am a bigger busted woman. Because of that, it can be sometimes really challenging to find clothing that doesn't show cleavage. Like a long skirt, you're covered, a nice high neckline, you don't have to worry about anything. It's so nice to not have to like be fidgeting with your dress or anything like that. For the few items items in my closet that I do really love and still want to wear, but would show cleavage if I wore them as is. I will place a tank top underneath. This is an Old Navy tank top. I will link some tank tops in my LTK and put it in the description box if you're interested or looking for good tank top ideas that are affordable. I'm always looking for affordable fashion because baby's on a budget. Then I also found these little Modesty tops from Amazon. I got it in white and tan. This is great because it makes your neckline higher, especially for anything like that's V-cut. Doesn't show any cleavage. It's not like a big bulky shirt underneath. Doesn't create extra lines in your outfit. I really like these. I will link them in the description box below too. The last point I want to talk about is veiling. I personally do not veil for Catholic Mass. It's something that I've prayed about or just has not convicted my heart about it yet. I know there are plenty of traditional Catholics that are very adamant about veiling and have videos about it. I think it's beautiful when women wear veils to church. I always admire it when they do. It's a sign of reverence to God, which I think is really beautiful. It's just I have not been convicted about it, and I honestly just don't have my act together enough to remember. Like, I even got a veil and then just never wore it. It was in my baby bag for over a year and I've never worn it. It's just one of those things that I haven't really implemented into my faith life. It is something you will see at Catholic Mass. It is something that you can totally do. There are tons of great veil options online. My mom got me 2 beautiful lace veils. They're both white. I did actually learn that apparently white veils are a sign of being single in the Catholic world. I did not know that, so I have 2 white lace veils. I would still wear them even though I'm married and have 2 children. I don't think it's like that big of a thing. Obviously, if I didn't know it, not everybody knows it, so I think it's fine. If you're more interested in veiling, there's a ton of great Catholic YouTubers that talk about why they veil and their experience. I think, as I said before, it's always good to err on this side of more reverent than less reverent. I'm just not there yet, so I don't want to advertise something or talk about something that I don't personally do. Now I'm going to get into showing you different outfits that work for church, why they work for church, why I chose to wear them, share the links to them. Next, I'm going to show you some outfits that I wear to church that I love, tried and true pieces that work great for Catholic Mass. This is my $10 Walmart dress that I love. It comes to just past my knee. It comes to mid-knee. I paired it with this cardigan. I love to have cardigans. I love to have cardigans in my wardrobe because they always just make, 1, I get cold easily, but 2, it gives me a little bit more modesty and coverage for church. I like to wear a little bit of jewelry. I got this necklace for $4 on Walmart. It's just a silver chain and I really like it. This is, I think, a great option for church. Okay, I'm obsessed with this dress. This dress is my absolute favorite church dress. I actually should order it in more colors because it comes in a ton of different colors. I originally ordered this off the Catholic Mom's Life recommendation. I love Heather. I love following her. I always get such good ideas from her, and she shared this dress in pink, and I got it originally for my first son's baby shower when I was pregnant with him. I didn't really like the way it looked on me pregnant, but it's funny because then for my second pregnancy, I wore it throughout. This has been like one of my most worn dresses because I can wear it in winter and in spring, summer. It's just really like an awesome tried and true dress. As I said, it has all the elements. It's a high neckline, my shoulders are covered, and it's very long. And because it's very long, it's actually super comfortable and I just think forgiving. I am wearing a hat right now. One day I was going to church and I happened to be wearing a hat, like not a baseball cap, but like a hat like this. And I looked it up and it is considered completely appropriate to wear a hat like this in church as a woman because that's actually, women used to wear hats, not just veils, to church, and it's considered reverent to wear a hat. That being said, a big hat like this, I would sit in the very back of church. You wouldn't want to be blocking anyone if you decide to wear something like that, but I figured I would put this in just so that you could see that this is an option and talk about hats because I had never heard anyone talk about hats before in church. And again, I mean like nicer hats, not like a baseball cap. I paired this outfit with my miraculous medal and my grandmother's crucifix. These are 2 of my favorite jewelry items. The chain was also my grandmother's. I love wearing it, and I'm also wearing my gold lattice earrings that were also hers. I love just adding a little touch of gold or a little touch of jewelry to my outfit to make it look a little nicer. This is another Amazon dress that is great for church. It's nice and long, really comfortable. Another one of the dresses that comes in a million colors, which is so nice. High neckline, no cleavage showing, really pretty sleeves, shoulders covered, all the things. It is really feminine, really pretty. I think flattering for most body types because it's fitted at at the top and then really flowy throughout, which for me especially, I'm 3 months postpartum right now, so my tummy area, I just like to have anything flowy over because otherwise it doesn't really work on me. So I love this dress. I paired it with a pearl necklace, just pretty earrings, like little mini hoop earrings. I will probably eventually order more colors because I just love it. This is another great dress. I love it. It was actually a gift from a friend. She knew I was struggling with postpartum outfits. She had this dress that didn't work on her and it worked great for me. It's great because, as I said, it has my shoulder covered, high neckline. It's very flattering. It's a really pretty feminine dress. It also goes to my knee, but it's a very, very comfortable, pretty dress. Putting this dress on also reminded me of another rule. You always want to wear appropriate undergarments. Like, I would never wear a black bra with this dress because you could see it through and that would be very distracting. So you always want to make sure you're wearing appropriate undergarments too that can't be seen through your clothing. I wanted to share an option that showed what it looks like when you're wearing something with modified undergarment, like the little lace top that I showed before. It's right here. I put that with this dress. This dress is such a pretty dress. It has all the right elements except for the cleavage part. It does have like a little modesty button, but even with the modesty button, it wouldn't actually fully not show cleavage. And on top of that, the modesty button broke. That pretty much happens to me every time with dresses because, as I said, I am on the bustier side. The modesty buttons normally break. That's why I love these little undergarments. It adds to the outfit. It doesn't take away from it. It doesn't make any extra line. This is covered sleeves, as you can see. It's nice and long. I love this dress. It just has all the right elements. I've worn it for many years and it always works for most occasions, but especially church. All the outfits that I showed you, I will link in the description box below and in my LTK. I'll share a lot more options in the LTK post if you're looking for good church options that are affordable. If you like this video, please like it and subscribe to my channel. I'd love to have you here. If there's any videos you would like to see me make or topics you'd like to hear me talk more about, please comment below. I get the best ideas from you guys in your comments because I just want to make things that y'all would enjoy. So if you have any ideas, let me know.